The Village HI podcast was birthed through struggle. It's my purpose now to be able to share about some life experiences that I've went through. And I say that not to come on this camera, not to be on social media, not to be on YouTube, not to be on any of these platforms, to just go and share my business where people can judge me. No, I believe that it's my purpose to share the things that I've went through because it's going to be that encouragement or that positivity that somebody else needs that's going through a struggle. Anything that you do, you have to know why you're doing it and what's the purpose of it. And for me, being that I went through depression, being that I went through, just some moments where I just wanted to take my own life because the pressure and the weight of everything that I was going through was so harsh. Like I just was like, man, it's not worth it. But it was people that were my village, that were my community that I surrounded myself with, that got me through it. And that is why I sit in front of you guys here today and I speak with just gratitude, appreciation, and truly love from the bottom of my heart, because when I go back during that time and I just put myself in that position or that place where I was, shit was hard, man. Like I really didn't think I was gonna make it. I've shared it at times, man. I've been driving on the road. I wanted to turn that wheel and get into that water. I wanted to just go out the crane. I work on the waterfront. I'm a crane operator. And when I first got promoted, people didn't know, but when I first got promoted to being a crane operator, which is one of the highest, I guess, recognized or maybe sought after positions on the waterfront, I was going through my divorce. And in the process of becoming a crane operator, you have to pass different tests. You have to show your ability to drive different cranes, different machines. And along with just being able to operate them, you have to do it efficiently. You have to show that you can do it efficiently and that you can produce. And for me, I'm going through something that I waited for. It was an opportunity that came up way faster than I thought it was. But now that I have this opportunity, damn, man, I'm going through the hardest struggle of my life. I look back, man. That's why the village is so important to me, is because I don't think a lot of you guys out there understand that. Like, man, if it wasn't for my community, if it wasn't for the support that I had, I would not be here in front of this camera talking to you guys today. Like, I really was at such a bad place where I'd wake up at 10 in the morning and I'd be in the same spot in my bed looking at my ceiling at 6 o'clock at night, just because I didn't have the will to do anything else. I felt like I was paralyzed, because of my situation. And I talk about situation because sometimes we get caught up in, the reality of like living this perfect life, especially because of social media, right? And I looked at my life at that time where it was like, man, I was married. We were able to buy our first house before 30 years old. I had a great career, working on the waterfront, being a stevedore, as a lot of people, would term it. But for me, it was a shaming moment that I went through, is because, well, one, now this guy that a lot of people looked up to, I was doing a lot of community work. I was always giving back. I was coaching youth sports. I was coaching high school, I believe, at the time. But, somebody that a lot of people look up to, well, no, shoot, you're not really that person that has it all together, right? Coach Rock, or, Rocky's going through a divorce, but he had everything. So now I'm going through a divorce, and man, my world was kind of just put through a whirlwind, man. Like it just came crashing down. There's so many things that I take back that I had to learn was, the simple things. I evolved, and that's why I can say, like, life is truly a process. And the more life that we are able to live, the more we learn. The more we are able to own the issues that we go through, the more we can gain our confidence